Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Oh, yeah. That beautiful reminder that we get to choose. Remember, you always have a choice. You always have a choice about what things mean. Remember, that's your greatest power. And if used, oh my gosh, it'll change everything in your life. Think about that. Everything around you just is. Nothing is good or bad. It's our thinking that makes it so. And how we're thinking leads to what's called vibration. See, that's feeling. Neville Goddard talks about that. Feeling is the secret. And when you control the feelings that are on the stage, and how do you do that? By having control of how you're thinking. Guess what changes? The results in your life. Your actions change, which means your results change. You see different things. Why? Because you're on a different frequency. See, that's the hidden power inside of you that, if used, will help you to accomplish whatever you desire. You want to change your income. You want to change your lifestyle. You want to change where you live, your job. Guess where it has to start first? In your mind. So you have to choose a new image, a new idea, and then from there become one with that new concept, that new idea. Hold it on the screen of your mind. Give it meaning. Fall in love with the idea. And by doing that, you know what will happen? The externalization of the idea. And think about how you can make it whatever you want it to be. In terms of the size of the idea, there really is no limit with regards to the size of the idea or how big you can make it. And that right there is so important for you, which is what these beautiful study calls are about. It's about helping you to understand that. It's about reminding you of the truth of who you truly are and how your marvelous, miraculous, incredible, powerful mind works. And through the use of these beautiful truths, these principles, you'll receive the change. But remember, you got to give first. In order for you to receive, you must first give. You must give your life to an idea if you want it to give back to you. Thomas Troward talks about that and entering into the spirit of it. You got to vivify it with your own vitality, and it in turn will vivify you with its livingness, its spirit. See, that's what you've got to do for this goal of yours if you have one. I hope you do. I hope you actually have a goal card. And if you'd like one of these cool gold cards with the cool sleeve in it, just click on the link that we provide you so that you can get one for yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be this exact one. Having said that these ones are cool, you can actually put it on an index card. The point is get one. And then more importantly, beyond that is make it important. Fall in love with the idea. Remember, we don't manifest what's written on the goal card. We don't manifest affirmations or even what's on a vision board. We manifest how we feel about those things, those ideas. You gotta love it. And how you'll know that you love it, just look at your outcomes, look at your results, look at what you're doing. You'll see what you're in love with. All right, now with that, this is what we've been studying, this beautiful masterpiece, the Master Key System by Charles Haanel. Highly recommend that you do get a copy of this and read along with us. Get this exact copy. If you'd like a copy of it, just reach out and we'll share with you how to get it. But when you do get it, underline it, highlight it. Don't keep it neat. Take notes. Bob Proctor would say this frequently. Writing causes you to think, and you must think in order to deliver the outcomes that you seek. And then from there, use it. Remember, application, that's what it's at. All right, so let's dive into where we are in this wonderful, beautiful book. Here we go. Now, we talked about this in the last session, but we're going to go over it again. Main reason is because it's really simple, and also because with the reminder, it'll help to serve to embed it within you subconsciously. Remember, what's in you subconsciously is what's determining the outcomes of your life. It's not the conscious part of your mind. It's what's in your heart. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a woman thinketh in her heart, so is she. Now, the question here for section 146, which is on page 265, is how are desirable conditions secured? And the answer is very simple. By entertaining desirable thoughts only. Now think about how simple that is. And what's even more beautiful about it is it's a principle about everything. You want prosperity to be in your life, abundance, success, then guess what you've got to build in your own mind first? You've got to think powerful thoughts, successful thoughts, thoughts of wealth, of supply. You've got to entertain those types of thoughts and those types of thoughts only. This brings back my fun question that you know the answer to. Will you be able to be happy most of the time if you're constantly and emotionally involved with sad thoughts? No, it's not going to happen. See, things are not brought into existence by thinking of their opposites. You want desirable conditions? Entertain only desirable thoughts. Become emotionally involved with those desirable thoughts. And now he goes to the opposite. How are undesirable conditions brought about? Very simple. By thinking those things. By thinking, discussing, visualizing conditions of lack, limitation, disease, inharmony, and discord of every kind. We're seeing the externalization of that everywhere right now. Lots of people who are locked into what they don't want. They're emotionally involved with it. They don't even know that it's happening. Remember, when you're in a negative state, it's because of the negativity that's in you, and all negativity is subconscious. You see, this is how undesirable conditions come about. It's by giving life to those ideas, by talking about what you don't want. Never ever talk about what you don't want. Never place into your imagination anything that you would not want to make a material fact. Don't even joke around with it. See, by thinking, discussing, visualizing conditions of lack, limitation, disease, inharmony, discord of every kind, notice what's on the screen of your mind, even as I mention those words. Isn't it interesting how that's what starts coming into your mind? Why? Because that's the subject, which brings up another important point about how important it is for you not to affirm with a negative. Never include in an affirmation something like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I don't, whatever. No, bad idea. That is the subject. This is why most people fail miserably at diets. They don't lock into the physical change, and instead they're fighting the existing reality. They say things like this: I'm not going to eat the carbs. I'm not going to eat the cake. I'm not going to eat this. Blah, 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 blah. See, what's the subject? See, there's a forgetfulness about the emotional attachment to the very things that they're fighting against. So you don't change things by fighting the existing reality. The way you change things is by creating a new model that makes the old model obsolete. Now, what's beautiful here is he shares this as mental photography. And what is the mental photography he's speaking of? He's talking about imagination, which is the starting point of all creation. See, when you talk about the discord or whatever that is, see, that image is on the screen of your mind. This mental photography of erroneous conceptions is taken up by the subconscious, and the law of attraction will inevitably crystallize it into objective form. It'll start taking place. Why? Because your subconscious mind is a loyal servant. But remember, it's not loyal to you, it's loyal to what you have made important. What you're making important is what you're holding on the screen of your mind. And then from there, it gets impressed into your emotional mind, which is your subconscious mind. Now, again, grab onto that. You have within you this fertile soil that will grow just as abundantly positive ideas as it will negative ones. It doesn't care. It is no respecter of you. It only knows what it sees, and it will reinforce whatever has been planted there, whatever's been sown. And guess who gets to decide what's sown there? All right, let's do the Blake Shelton thing from The Voice. Here, me, yes, you. That we reap what we sow is scientifically exact. Underline that. Remember, everything produces after its kind. That is a theme throughout the Bible. Like attracts like. Plant a seed of any kind and it will produce after its kind. Write in your book this: seed, plant, blossom, fruit. It's the fourfold order of the universe. Everything that you're reaping right now, and I'm talking about your income, your lifestyle, how you dress, the people you surround yourself with, you being here, all of that was sown. It's exactly what you're supposed to be reaping based from what has been sown. And you get to plant whatever you want and nourish whatever's there or take it out. Now think about that. That's what's in you. It's so beautiful. Now, before we proceed, those of you who are watching this introduction streaming, if you'd like to continue with diving into this beautiful material, join us at Elevitality and subscribe for master.